Hey, how's it going? This was gonna be probably a pretty short video. It's about the ghost ship fire in Oakland. I'm pretty sure anybody from the Bay Area knows about that shit. So, if you don't know, I'll give a quick rundown. A man was he had a warehouse. He had a landlord that he paid money to. He paid money to for rent, and he was letting people live in this warehouse. It was supposed to be an artist space, but he allowed people who had nowhere else to go to live there for very, very low prices. It was a very good thing. From what I hear, it sounds like it was a great thing, and that people were working together to make it work, to get some of the less fortunate, people in the world, primarily here in Oakland, a place to stay, especially as artists who have nowhere to stay and our income is really all over the place. Well, there was a fire because of faulty electrical shit. You know what I mean? In places like this, they always got faulty electrical. It was fucked up, nearly abandoned. If it wasn't for these people, it would be abandoned. That's how fucked up it was. Warehouse, the electricity is always a hazard, and there's always fire hazards and shit. The police came by many times, is what I'm reading. Please comment if I'm wrong. The police came by many times. The fire marshal came around. Well, I don't know the fire marshal, but the fire department came around, and other city officials came around and gave the ghost ship artistic warehouse space the okay, go ahead for many years. And then December 2nd, 2016, it fucking caught fire. And people died. Let's see, how many people died in the ghost ship incident? Let's look that shit up right now. How many deaths ghost ship Oakland? Oh my lord. So it resulted in the deaths of 36 people. So obviously they're looking for a scapegoat. They went after all these 36 deaths are being counted as manslaughter. Probably because it was the people who died. It was probably not all the people who died, but like the fire that got started. I mean, they probably could have done a lot of things to prevent this from occurring. Pretty much meaning nobody meant to murder anybody. You know what I mean? And they acquitted. There was two dudes they were going after. One dude, Max Harris, who was like this idealistic SoundCloud rapper looking dude. You know what I mean? And they put him in jail for a minute. It was pretty sad. And when he didn't do shit. You know what I mean? He didn't do shit. And then I don't think the landlord. I'm not the landlord, but the dude that was running the place did shit anyway. Either Mr. Alneda. We got it right here. See, the family, they're running out of people to sue because there's no scapegoat. They need a scapegoat for all these 36 deaths instead of this people really facing the issue that, like, hey man, like it's Alameda County. Alameda County's fault that all these people died. It's Alameda County who kept going down there and saying, yeah, this place is all right to live in. So Max Harris, the jury acquitted him of all 36 manslaughter charges. And the jury for the other defendant, Derek Almena, it ended in a hung jury. They could not decide. Right now is what I'm here for. November 28, 2019.
What's going on? What's going on? Families of the ghost ship warehouse fire victims are asking Pacific Gas and Electric Company, PG&E, bankruptcy judge, to lift a rule that suspended lawsuits against the utility, allowing the families to bring their case against PG&E to trial this spring, alongside hold up, sorry about that. They're trying to sue PG&E, allowing families to bring their case against PG&E to trial alongside the other defendants. I'm guessing the other defendants would be Mr. Almena. The plaintiff's motion, filed Tuesday, says the ghost ship case against PG&E should be handled differently from those involving the deadly 2017 and 2018 California wildfires that drove the utility company to file for bankruptcy protection. Victims of the ghost ship fire, which occurred in 2016, will not compete for payment with the wildfire victims, plaintiffs say. I think it will. Obviously, the wildfire victims are, they filed for bankruptcy so they can pay them, so they need to fucking pay them. So I don't see how it's not gonna take their money away if we have to give money to these people. They might have to wait until, you know what I mean, the bankruptcy is over and PG&E can pay off all that debt to all those people. So Alexander wrote, who is Alexander? Oh, here we go. So they say that it will not compete. The plaintiffs say that the money they want for the 2016 fire from PG&E will not compete with the 2017-2018 money they owe for wildfires, says their attorney, Mary Alexander. Although there is ample insurance to cover the claims under California law, the ghost ship plaintiffs cannot move forward against the insurance companies directly. The plaintiff's attorney, Mary Alexander, wrote in her motion to Judge Dennis Montali, who is presiding over the PG&E's bankruptcy case. The ghost ship's plaintiffs must first establish liability against the debtors and can only then seek to collect from available insurance. Mary Alexander, the plaintiff's lawyer, wrote that PG&E and its parent company have ample insurance proceeds to pay for the defense and payment of ghost ship claims if necessary. PG&E spokesperson Jennifer Robinson, I don't know if this is a typo, but it says Jennifer Robinson. I don't know if it's Robinson or if it's a typo, so we're going to say Jennifer Robinson, because that's how it's written. And this is from the SF Chronicle. Said the utility was aware, the PG&E utility was aware of the motion and will respond within the court's December 12th deadline. The civil case against PG&E hinges on the belief that the blaze was caused by electrical malfunction. I believe that too. While officials never determined a precise cause, a lead investigator determined that the cause. A lead investigator testified during criminal proceedings that she believed it was the fire was sparked by an electrical failure. PG&E is one of the several defendants listed in a lawsuit filed on behalf of the families from 33 of the 36 people who died in the December 2nd, 2016 blaze at the warehouse in Oakland's Fruitvale neighborhood. And so, for those of you who don't know, Fruitvale is kind of north of Oakland. Sometimes people differentiate Fruitvale and Oakland. I don't. Oakland's really big. Fruitvale kind of fits into it. So it happened in Fruitvale, in a warehouse. There's a lot of warehouses in that area. The trial is scheduled to begin May 26th. The civil trial comes after a stunning September verdict where the fire's criminal case where the jury acquitted, like I said, Max Harris of 36 charges of manslaughter, and the jury couldn't decide on convicting Mr. Almeida, Derek Almeida. Look, this is my feelings on this. It seems like something really, really bad happened. You know what I mean? There was a blaze. That's terrible. That's terrible that there was a blaze, but whose fault is it, man? Do we really need to just run after all these scapegoats? If city officials said that the place was alright to live in and everything they were doing was up to code, then there's no blame that can be put on this besides the city officials if you want to blame anybody. I mean, like, if you burn down, let's say it's a total accident, you know what I mean, and you burn down a place and somebody dies, you know what I mean, like, are you really going to put that person in jail for murder or for manslaughter? I don't understand that. Like, I know it's a morbid accident. 36 people died, perished in a fire, but you know what I mean? They were all involved in this. You know what I mean? They all lived in this fucked up area. They all lived in that warehouse. They obviously weren't dealing with the wires correctly. This just seems like an accident that this accident came out of a guy trying to do something real good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an artist, and I would have loved to live at the ghost ship. Now I know that it was gonna blaze. It was gonna fucking go down in a blaze of glory. So now I'm happy I wasn't in no ghost ship. But we need more artist havens, and not just for artists. I don't mean just artists out there, because there's plenty of people who aren't artists that just need affordable places to live. And I feel like that's what was going on here at this warehouse. A dude was trying to create affordable living for a lot of people in Oakland, and it seems like for a long time they did. They had a lot of people who didn't have places to be, you know what I mean, paying what they can in rent to live there. And this is an unfortunate situation. There was an electrical fire and a bunch of people died. And I really don't see anybody doing any criminal actions. I don't see the criminality in any of this. Where is the criminality? Did somebody purposely set the electrical fire? No, nobody purposely did this. This was not done on purpose. It was an accident. I guess, and I guess that's what the manslaughter charge is for these accidents that come out of negligence, where it's like, hey, we need to charge you because you done fucked up. But in this particular situation, it's not like normal manslaughter charges where you run somebody over and you kill somebody with your car because you weren't looking, like you didn't mean to kill him, but because you weren't looking, you killed him, so you gotta go to jail for manslaughter. This doesn't really seem like one of those situations, but I'm open to being educated. I'm not at all saying that I'm correct, and I'm definitely open to being educated and reading people's comments about this video and reading what people think about the Oakland ghost ship fire. Telling me, I would love for people to tell me things that they think. If you think I don't know something about this, definitely comment that shit. Say, hey man, you don't know about this and that. You're talking about this and you're talking about that, but you're forgetting about this and that. Go ahead and comment that. You know what I mean? If you like it, dislike it, dislike it. I'm hella open to feedback. I don't make these videos for any particular reason other than to share the news going around in the East Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's not that many people on YouTube that I know about that just focus on East Bay news, you know what I mean? And I wanted to be the dude to do that. Because every day, I'm reading about the new murders, the new crimes, all the new fucked up shit that's going on here in Oakland. And not just Oakland, Hayward, San Leandro, Richmond, San Francisco, Berkeley. I'm all over the place. I'm listening. I got my ear to the ground, and I got my eyes on the newspaper, my eyes on the articles, because this is my home, and I love my home, and I would hope that everybody else also is that involved in the what's going on in their community. And right now, the ghost ship incident and the trial involving it, and the energy involving it, the families that have been victimized, everything. There's a lot of shit going on. Definitely look into it. That's the Bay Area news for today. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Really, it seems that the ghost ship incident was the only bad thing that happened. And that didn't even happen today. I'm just talking about, you know what I mean, like all the grieving families and shit that don't get to be with their loved ones that they lost in the ghost ship incident. So anybody who lost their life in the ghost ship incident, we love you, we think about you, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Whatever y'all believe in, I hope that they are at rest. And happy Thanksgiving. Smoke weed, turn up, but be safe. This was Molotov Christ, giving you the Bay Area news of the day. Oh yeah, feedback, give it to me. Feedback. Tell me what I got wrong. Your thoughts, what I got wrong, what I got right, anything. Peace out, y'all.